Hi guys, Clarinet number 2 for second semester. Let's go in. For these next couple videos, I'm just going to be doing half 5th grade and half 6th and 7th. So if you're in 7th grade, make sure you scroll through the video until I get to your stuff for Rhinos of the Room in the Rain. Right now I'm just going to start with the 5th graders. So 5th grade clarinet players. Let's take a look at this page I put on Google Classroom. Rolling along. It should be right on there. I should put it on today. Pause the video and bring it up if you don't have it. And we're just going to go right in. So I'm going to play it for you first, and then I'm going to talk about it so you can understand what's going on here. So, whoa, that's not the right part. Okay. Make sure you scroll down. It's page 2 for the clarinet part. Make sure you scroll down to your part or you'll be really confused, like I just was. Okay, rolling along. Here we go. And I'm a little not warmed up. Make sure you warm up before you start this video with me. Go and warm up. Play those 3 warm-ups, the tone builder and the rhythm etude. Warm up before we get started. It'll help you not squeak. So here's rolling along at speed. 2, 1, go. Okay, that's rolling along, and we'll just talk about it. Talk about all the rhythms and stuff. We'll answer these questions a little bit later, but we'll talk about the notes first. So we've got the first rhythm here is all quarter notes, right? So how many beats are in each measure? We've got 4 beats per measure. We know that because there are 4 quarter notes in the measure. We know the quarter note is our beat note. So there are 4 quarter notes, that means there's 4 beats. So we count every measure 1, 2, 3, 4, starting back over at 1 on the next measure. So if we look at this first 2 measures, the ya, da, 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 you're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, rest. That last beat is a quarter rest. It's got 1 beat of rest in it. So you're going to rest for 1 beat. So let's do that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, rest. Okay? I keep looking over here because this is where my music is. So that's your first rhythm. And let's do the whole top line. Second half of the top line is your D, 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 rest, and then E, G, G, rest. So the whole top line, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, rest, 1, 2, 3, rest, 1, 2, 3, rest. Make sure you hold that rest out, or you put that rest in, because if you miss it, you're going to be out of whack with this, right? So I'll play that first line for you so you can hear it, and maybe play along with me if you've got these notes in, if you've learned how to move between your notes. But here we go, first line. 1, 2, 3, go. Perfect. 1, 2, 3, go. Why am I so squeaky? You know why? It's because I didn't warm up. That'll do it. That'll do her. Let's try it one time. Adjust my reed a little bit. I think it's my reed. So anyway, that's the first half. Second half is similar, but it's not the same. And we'll talk about why. The first 2 measures of the second half, the second line of this tune, are the same as the first 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Same notes, same rhythm, same everything, same rests. The only thing that's different is the last 2 measures. Instead of 1, 2, 3, rest, 1, 2, 3, rest, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, rest, rest, rest. Okay? 3 rests in a row at the end there. I'll play that bottom line for you. Let's hear it. was my reed. Did you hear how much better that reed was? Goodness. But yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Rest. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Rest, rest, rest. I'll play the whole thing for you. Here we go. From the top. Okay, there's your tune. You can slow me down to listen to it again or to practice it. You can speed me up if you want to play it faster, or you can just play along with me. But that is how to play that. And I want you to work on that this week. I want you to work on that, and I want you to work on your first 5 notes page. Learn all first 5 notes. And I want you to work on your warm-ups. We went over that in the first video that I put on today. Actually, that was last week. Saxophone today. I want you to work on this stuff so that next time we meet next week, we should be able to get some more work done. Okay? So work really hard on this. And if you need any help, let me know. Send me an email, send me a message, and I will I'll tell you anything you need to know. I'll help you out all I can. But that's about all I need to teach you for the clarinet video. If you have any questions, again, let me know. 5th grade, that's all I got. You can go and go forth and practice other things, right? 6th and 7th grade, let's get started. 6th and 7th grade, I'll say it again so people who are scrolling through know what's going on. 6th and 7th grade, we are on When Rhinos Do the Rumba in the Rain, measure 9 through 19. We already did the first 9 measures. Measures 9 through 19 for the clarinet. Okay? 2 parts. Okay, I'll go over both parts, but I'm not going to go over them in depth. I'm not going to teach you the whole lesson. We'll do that next time we see each other. Okay? What I'm going to do, I'm just going to play through it, and I'm going to talk about some hard stuff so that when you practice, you can put some work in. But everything else, the full lesson, we can do when we get together. So, let's do it. I'm just going to play it first. Mostly because I haven't played it yet. I'm sight reading it, so this should be fun. Here we go. 1, 2, ready. Rest, 2, 3, 4, rest, 2, repeat. Now. Goodness gracious. Yep. So yeah, okay. Apart from those last 2 measures, that wasn't too bad, right? So what we're looking at here is the first 6 measures of this. You do it twice, right? You do the first 6 measures. You have 2 measures of rest before your first ending, and then you're going to repeat back to B and do it all again. When you get back to the 2 measures of rest, you're going to skip to the second ending. Okay, 2 measures later. And that second ending is the exact same thing as at the beginning of the song. The do-da, do-da. And I couldn't play it then. I can't play it now. So that's why it was rough. But the rest of it's pretty simple. You're not jumping the break here. You're just dropping down, so it's a lot easier, I think. I'm going to play it one more time so you can hear it at speed this time. Rest, 2, 3, 4, rest, 2, repeat, now. God, I don't know why that A squeaked so hard. I think my clarinet's stupid. Anyway, the hardest thing about this, I'm not going to go over all the little notes on the page. The hardest thing about this is the rhythm. you've got two rhythms that are weird. The first one is in measure 2. You've got a quarter note, an eighth note, and then an eighth note tied to a half note. So we know an eighth note tied to a half note is going to be half a beat plus 2 beats. So that's 2.5 beats of music. So it's going to be 1, 2, and 3, 4. So 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4. Bum boo da, bum boo da. So at the beginning, da 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 do da. Play that. And it's really easy because you're just going don do da. You're just moving fingers going up. The second hard rhythm is in, and that's the same thing for part 2. When I get to that, it's the same rhythm. It's just different notes, easier notes, right? In measure 4 is the other hard rhythm. You've got a dotted half note in part 1, dotted half note, and then a quarter note. 1, 2, 3, 4. Da da. Okay, that's the hardest part, is those rhythms. If you can play those rhythms, then you got the whole tune. Let me do the part 2, and we can see what the difference is. All right. Rest 2, 3, 4. Rest 2. Beginning. Go. Okay, that's the second part. And it's a little easier because you don't have to jump up the break, but it's not hard. It's really pretty simple. All the notes you need are down here, and that rhythm is the only hard part in that part 2. Part 1's a little bit harder when you get to the second ending because you've got to do this dumb jump thing. Hard jump thing that you have to practice. I haven't practiced it. But it's the only hard thing about this tune. It's really pretty easy. Just got to work on that. Make sure you don't miss the repeat and practice that, and you should be golden, okay? I want this to be ready pretty soon. Now, part 3 that we're going to work on next week is, I don't know if it's harder or easier. Let me take a look. As a little, oh yeah, it's a little harder. We got some weird notes in there. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's weird. We'll talk about that next week. Clarinets, if you have any questions or if you need any more help, let me know. Send me a message and I will get back to you and I'll help you out. But that should be all you need for this week. I'm not going to go over all the other lessons and whatnot. This should be plenty for you. Did I change that? No, it should be fine. Yeah, so notes are at the bottom. I just noticed that I don't think I changed the fingerings for the clarinet. I didn't. I'll go back and edit that, and I should be able, it should just update in your Google Classroom. But the fingerings currently are incorrect at the bottom. They're flute fingerings. If they're not fixed by the time you look at it, I'm sorry, I'll fix them later. But I just noticed that while I was making this video. I may have time to do that. Let me know if you need help. I will see you next week. Goodbye.